Welcome to the episode 11 Reality Podcast. I am your host, Ricky Valero. On today's episode, I'm going to be breaking down episode 7 of The Anonymous. We have an elimination in store and a few twists and turns that you will not see coming. This was an incredible episode that I can't wait to dive into. But before we do, folks, I want to thank you guys for tuning into the Love and Reality Podcast, covering The Anonymous this season. It has been a very fruitful season. We've seen a lot of eliminations. Reminder, the person eliminated from episode 7, I will have right here on the YouTube channel on Wednesday. You'll be able to check out the interview. It'll drop live with the person eliminated in episode 7. Like I said, it's been really cool to be able to recap this show for you guys. I know a lot of you have been tuning into this show in order to find out what happens because you miss it live on USA Network. And the show does air a week from whenever it airs. So this coming Monday, there was an episode. The following Monday, it is available on Peacock. Okay? Weird schedule, but for those of you that are commenting on the post saying this is how you're getting your information, thank you so much. I really greatly appreciate the support. Also, been paying attention to what you guys said last week. I added the handy dandy chart to the screen so you knew who I was talking about. Very excited to reshare that with you guys this week. Obviously, with one elimination from last week was Wayne. So far through 6 episodes, we've seen Robbie, Kathy, Tyrina, Sydney, and Wayne all be eliminated. And when we left off last week, who will win the Anonymous? Will it be Lily or will it be Victoria? Who will they send home? Will it be Xavier or Dylan? Could we see the big dog going home? And the answer to that is yes. Oh my goodness, the big dog Xavier has been eliminated from the show. His reaction was pretty funny, though. He said it took you long enough. He said it didn't. If you didn't take me out, I would have probably won. And whoever did, you better win. Who was the person to take it out? The person that I said was sneaking up the charts and who I thought could be the person to win the show now is Lily. Lily has kind of flown under the radar. She's been up for elimination early on. It was kind of the feel bad thing. Oh my God, I'm up for elimination 3 times in a row. And now she's quietly zooming under the radar, scheming and winning the Anonymous and taking out Xavier. Everybody thinks that Lily is Flamingo. Because of that, she is going to win the Anonymous continuously, guys. But Lily won, taking out Xavier. She knew he was a big baller and separated Jack and Xavier by eliminating him. What a ballsy play here. This was the type of move that I wanted to see made to determine who I think could be one of these front runners towards the end of this show. Don't get me wrong, there's some other front runners right now, but Lily is playing chess while some of these other players are playing checkers. He reveals that he was scissors, which shocked everyone, followed by shocking them as quote-unquote fish in his first handle. He thought Jack, Nina, or Andy were the ones that knocked him out. Jack is obviously heartbroken that Xavier's gone. He knew that he was a big player. And he knew as long as he could keep him and he could hide kind of in his shadows because of how good Xavier is at game playing. However, that shield is now gone, and now he's seeking a new alliance. Everyone is targeting Chris and Victoria. Chris knows this and said he's going to play to win now. What does that mean? Who knows? You know what I mean? There is an announcement. There is an announcement. There is no challenge today. Instead, they will enter anonymous mode this morning. Jack and Nina are chatting it up and wants to trust him, right? Watch out. Last person to trust his ass is out the door. You know what I mean? Marcel and Chris are chatting up and think that Jack is pulling the strings in the game. Finally, somebody has pointed the finger to Jack. This man has been playing the game for 6 consecutive episodes here. 6 consecutive days, I guess you could say. This is supposed to be day by day here. We're putting the pieces together that Jack is going to win this damn thing. If you don't know what the fuck you're doing, you better start eliminating and pointing that finger to him. They approach Nina and Bisma to throw Jack under the bus. Nina is playing dumb, which is beautiful. She's playing both sides of the fence to keep her name under the wraps because Jack knows who she is. You don't want to play with that. Marcel tells Lily that them and Dylan are going to be on the chopping block in anonymous mode. Here we go. This thing gets a little feisty in anonymous mode. Dylan throws Jack straight under the bus. Obviously, this is anonymous mode, so I'm just going to say Dylan's name, but you know it was his handle. Throws Jack completely under the bus, saying he will be up on the block tonight. Let's bring the tea. Jack comes back in saying the couple needs to be broken up, saying Chris is going up tonight. And then Bisma hits it with Chris is sweating bullets because he is next after Xavier. Whew. Lily is just having a field day with this. So far, we have Chris, Jack, and Nina, because as we know, Lily has continuously targeted Nina in this. So the first name obviously mentioned was Jack, then the second name mentioned was Chris. So then she threw Nina's name in the under the bus here. Is no one going to mention Lily? She's obviously Flamingo. People continuously think that she's Flamingo, even though Jack is Flamingo. Let's not forget about Dylan's thrown into the chat. Flamingo throws out Marcel or Victoria. Jack continues to get the scent off of him by talking about other people. Marcel says hiss hiss, and Bisma has figured out that it's him. Victoria said the girls don't like Marcel. I wonder why. Victoria just dropped a bomb right as the chat is closed. It's voting time already. This early in the episode, I was very confused watching this episode, how things were unfolding, how we're going to watch this game unfold. And I was like, whoa, we're really early. Because I went to click my controller and I was like, wait a minute. It's too early. It's too early for this. But the twists keep coming, folks. I thought for sure it was going to be like a dumb elimination or something. You know what I mean? Robot, a.k.a. Lily, votes for Nina. No shocker there. Eagle, a.k.a. Bisma, votes for Marcel. Cactus, a.k.a. Victoria, voted for Bisma. Ooh, we got 3 for 3 so far. Flamingo, a.k.a. Jack, voted for Chris. Not a surprise there. Popsicle, a.k.a. Dylan, voted for Jack. Finally, wait. Everyone else voted for Jack, maybe? No. Nina Fire voted for Lily. 6 votes, 6 people. Lipstick voted for Lipstick, aka Chris, votes for Lily. Duh. But finally breaks the track there. Snake, Marcel, and Andy Lightning vote for Dylan. Literally everybody is on the block except for Andy and Victoria. Like, what an insane... Like, this was the craziest voting. Obviously, the house is in shambles trying to figure out what in the world is happening. And we get another face-off competition. This was... look, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I was super excited about this because I'm like, holy crap. Like, this is awesome because the safe box and the out-risk box is really cool. I love this game because you're playing a strategic game amongst each other, trying to read between the lines, trying to figure out who's lying, who might not be lying. But in this particular scenario, this is different, okay? We got 7 people up for elimination, right? We got Nina, Marcel, Bisma, Chris, Jack, Lily, and Dylan, okay? All on the block. Andy and Victoria are sitting down, getting the popcorn out and getting ready to eat while they watch this competition unfold, okay? This time, there are 3 safe boxes and 4 out at risk boxes. At the end of the game, they won't reveal whether or not they are safe or not. So you can pick a box and you don't have to reveal at the end whether or not you're safe. This was awesome. Okay. This was like, I love this. Okay. Again, freshen up the game. You're strategic here. You're trying to figure out different ways to freshen up the game. So Nina picked and said she got at risk. Jack is up next. And he said he picks a box. He picks a box because he trusts Nina, right? He takes a new box. He fumbles his words. Instead of saying that it said at risk, he said not safe. So people automatically thought he messed up. I thought maybe he did it on purpose, which would be awesome. Who knows, right? You know what I mean? We don't know right away. Dylan's turn. He said he got at risk. Bisma picked a box. She said, I got at risk. So there's 4 at risk right in a row, means all the boxes are safe, right? Bisma obviously calls this out. Marcella's turn, who has the magic touch in this game. We saw him go 2 for 2 for picking this at safe box. He said he was at risk this time. Chris thinks he's lying, and it's his turn to go. So he took Marcel's box. Marcel has to pick a new box. Chris said he's happy with the box and says it's safe. Marcel says his new box is safe, and Chris calls Marcel a liar. Lily's turn. She said she wants to establish trust with everyone and picks the last box. She repeats that, and then when asked what her box says, she goes, it's between her and God, which is what she said last time. Which then, of course, Dylan points out, like, if you are going to establish trust with everyone, then why are you going to not say what your box says? But instead of chatting about the boxes in the house, they are forced to head right to anonymous mode to take the test right now. So this is another crazy twist that's brought to the table here, guys. So whoever wins the anonymous this week, if the winner picks someone that has the safe box, nobody will go home. Pretty crazy, huh? Pretty crazy. All right, so we take the test. Obviously, that means what I thought was going to be our cliffhanger was a little bit different than what I thought our cliffhanger really was, right? So the first person that goes is Nina. Safe. Her box, at risk. Bisma is safe, and her box was at risk, right? So they're revealing right now who's safe, and then the person inside their anonymous mode are revealing the box that they had. Dylan is safe and had at risk. So we have 3 at-risk boxes, which means we have 3 safe and 1 at-risk box left. Jack is safe, and he had the safe box. Lily is safe, and she had the safe box. So it's down to either Chris or Marcel, with both of them possibly having one or the other box. Now, this is where things get interesting, because I thought for sure that we are going to get, a cliffhanger. And they were like, oh, no. We're not giving cliffhangers out today, guys. We're going to let you guys know that it's Marcel that is the one that is being picked to be sent home. So with that being said, we didn't really see them depict who was or wasn't the anonymous. So that's very intriguing of who it could be, right? But we get the cliffhanger because we don't know what's in his box. And I'll be honest with you, I think he's going to go home. I even wrote down here, I was like, I think he's 100% safe. But the more I think about it, I think he's going home. I think he had the safe box and Chris stole his box, making him safe. I think that's what happened. So because of that, I think Marcel's going to go home next week. But I could be completely wrong. I would love to know your thoughts in the comments below. So Xavier is gone. We're going to go ahead and write on his boom. Xavier gone. With that being said, folks, you guys know now. Wednesday, I will have a conversation with Xavier about his time on the show. What he thought about the elimination. What he thought about Jack leading him astray, letting him know, asking him who he thinks is going to win the anonymous as well. On top of that, I would love for you guys to know in the comments below, who do you think is going home? Who do you think won the anonymous? And so much more. If you're enjoying this show, thank you so much. If you're enjoying this podcast right here on the YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment. It goes a long way in supporting the show. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'll talk to you guys very soon.